What's going on, everybody, and welcome back to another edition of Straight Go-Go Talk. I am your host, Mr. H.A. Double, and it's good to be back. And my next guest, you know what? Let him tell it. Let him tell it. Boy, explain to the people, tell the people who you are, man, what you got going on and everything.
I'm Toye, formerly of those boys, air raid, now with Amardon now. Coming back after 17 years.
Long time, man.
Yeah, I've been back doing about the last 2 years.
Good to have you back, though.
I'm glad to be back.
It's good to have you back, definitely. I just want to say this first, man. First of all, how long? You say 15 years?
About 17, man.
17. And Amardon and air raid? With Toye and all that? Yeah, man, it goes back. I was a youngin' then.
Yeah.
But grown up now.
I see.
And exactly. But with Go-Go being in the like the state of emergency, as some people like to say right now, what do you see in the future as far as Go-Go is concerned? Like, do you see it getting better, or it continuing to decline, or die off?
I think if it goes more, a little more mainstream, it'll pick up. But even going in mainstream, you don't want to saturate it, water it down. You want to keep it in its original form. Part of the problem is everybody played so much cover as opposed to original. That's when I started. Everybody had their own stuff. As soon as you hear a beat or a drum beat or that first hit of the lick, you know what band was playing.
Exactly.
Before you even got inside.
What are your plans as far as Go-Go? Like, do you continue? Are you in it for the long haul now, or you plan on dropping off again, or what? You know,
I'm in it for the long haul.
that's a good thing. That's a good thing. You heard him.
That's my one mistress.
Okay. Well, let me ask you this question. Being though you played for, a couple of different bands, what was your most memorable moment? With what band? What time? Matter of fact, it doesn't even have to be playing in a band. It could be at, but it has to be at a Go-Go event. What was your most memorable moment? For both. Answer both of them.
Those were when we first started, when we got the buzz. We wasn't the first band in Annapolis, but we were one of the first bands that kind of made it relevant.
How did those boys? How did y'all get together? How did y'all form?
Right out of Bywaters, man. Just beating on buckets.
H2O. Beating on buckets.
Beating on buckets, man. I guess we just took it a little more serious than everybody thought we would. My graduation present was my mother buying me a set of Congos in a dog.
Is that how you learned?
Man, I used to get in trouble in elementary school all the time for beating on the desk. They had me go to the guidance counselor. They said, "What's wrong with this man?"
I think we all have, in some shape or form, some point in time, gotten in trouble for beating on the desk, or somebody tell you to stop drumming. I know my mother used to tell me stop drumming, or when you play Congos, I don't know if you got that twitch, I should say. I hear some Congo players. I know I do it, and I'm not really a Congo player. I can do everything else, but I think when Congo players play, I hear them sometimes, and I do it myself, kind of trying to keep the measurements in the bars to themselves. Do you do that?
Yes, I do.
See, and so I'm not the only one, everybody. Right now, what band are you currently playing for right now?
Amardon.
Playing for Amardon. How's that, unfolding? How's that going?
It's going good right now.
Are y'all gigging, on a regular, or?
Not really.
Okay.
Not really. Maybe twice a month. We would like to see about 5 to 6 times a month, but
How do you feel about the whiskey? Next Wednesday is the last time they'll be doing the Crank Wednesdays at the whiskey once again.
They will be doing
it? That'll be the last time. The last show.
Kind of hurts me, man.
Yeah.
Because it's a good spot.
It is. And,
Pretty safe.
How do you feel about all the drama, that's going on with people feuding back and forth, as far as Go-Go's concerned? Because you hear it a lot, Go-Go Congo. I know some people don't get into that, but on the outside looking in, how do you feel about that? Do you feel like it's helping Go-Go? Does it give it a gimmick, or is it hurting it?
It's not good. It's not good. It's fuel for some people.
Okay.
But for me, it should be all one big family, man. Between as we say, A-class bands, B-class bands, whatever. You just play.
That's true. That's true. And that was always my mission. I know we had a show, you know, a lot of people got into the other stuff. Even for people to say, man, you this or you that, this, that, and another, you know, bought into that. I just knew I had a job to do. And I was two different people when on stage and off stage.
I try to explain that to some people.
Okay. Can you elaborate a little bit on that?
Well, you got different people that come to see you and say, well, you didn't give me this kind of time, or you didn't really say that much to me. I say, well, I'm in the zone. I'm politicking with people. People come to see you, want to see the people, and you want to go down and hang.
Yeah, definitely.
And you got to take that time to yourself to get prepared. I like to listen to some Rita Bank or some slow music because I know for me it's for all the loud cranking right into the night. So, you know.
Okay, well, I'm going to ask you this question. Kind of edgy a little bit. But now you've heard, you know, quite a few different bands locally. And not taking anything away from the bands up top, but around here, right now, if you had to put your finger on a band that, you know, sound, the cranking band that you know, in your band included, what would you say, you know, is really rocking right now, is holding it down, and really controlling the industry as far as locally is concerned?
Well, I like my band. I have to be partial to my band.
Okay.
But 360, yeah, they playing.
360. It sounds good.
They sound good though.
Got a nice piece on right now.
I like what they're doing.
And they gigging, you know, they down Martinez and Waldorf. They got party buses. They got a lot going on. So shouts to 360, Lime Green.
I like what they do. That's my homie, man. I love what he's doing.
I grew up listening to him too. You know, Demond ain't but a few years older than me. I don't want to put that out there. But you know, I pay homage to the guys who've been doing it, you know, long before I was. I came up listening to you with those boys, and it wasn't nothing. It didn't mean nothing for me to steal my sisters and my brother go-go tapes. And I would get in the room, man, lock that door, you know, fear of being embarrassed. And the first minute that Delray let that joint ride, and I was on it when he was like, go guitar, and he let you go in, you know, get off and do your thing, open them Congos up, man. And so like I said, I came up, you know, listening to those boys. I learned a lot. I really, really did learn a lot. You know, a lot of people think that it's just hopping up on the stage and you just, you know, yelling and you screaming. A lot of work and a lot of effort.
Time.
It does.
Time, passion.
Definitely does.
You gotta put your work in, man. And even to the day, like I said, I've been playing for about 26 years, man. Even to the day, I still have to question my, am I good enough in my hand?
Right.
But that's just a natural question after being away for so long.
Right. And I think everybody has, you know, themselves at some time or another, whether or not, you know, they still have it, you know. And some people sometimes throw shots out there at me and say, yo, you ain't got it no more. Or if you got it, go out there and show the people that you still got it. You said you got it. I don't feel as though I need to prove that to anybody. You know what I mean? I'm in a different chapter in my life right now.
I agree. And that's growth, man. If you stay still doing the same thing, if it's not in your heart to do it, you shouldn't be doing it.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And I tell people that all the time. You know, people say, man, you know, you like doing this? Yeah, I loved it when I was doing it. But you have to have a passion for that. Exactly. You know, to play go-go, man, you have to have a passion. It's not something that you just jump up on stage and you just say, oh, we just gonna do this, we crank it and we got a band. You know, all that comes along when you're 15 and, you know, 16 years old, because you really don't know, you know, the magnitude and the importance of playing go-go. So I think, you know, playing that genre of music, it's a beautiful piece, and you really, really have to dedicate yourself to doing that. The CD, Amardon is a CD out, a studio version CD out, right? What's the name of it? You want to tell the people what's the name of it?
9 to 5.
9 to 5. I definitely need a copy of that. I've been hearing about it. I saw the commercial that General Lee and Rolo did, you know, introducing the single. I like that single too, though. I think y'all vocalist has a beautiful voice, and yeah, it sounds good. I liked it, man. Yeah, I loved it. So I think that, and they were even talking about it on Go-Go Radio as well. They said they got a single out, Amardon, so shouts to them guys. And what you guys doing? A few of your members, former members, you know, I've done, you know, different things with them and sat down and talked to those guys, because they do other genres of music, whether it be gospel, rap, you know, hip hop, R&B, whatever, you know. But with that being said, where do you see Go-Go in the next, I'm gonna say 10 years?
Like what? Like the hate?
Yeah.
Just the competition. Like I say, if everybody come together as one, like a ball, like a fist ball, it'll work.
Absolutely.
But it's so many promoters.
Yeah.
If everybody can come together, man, and just do it. Just like, do your passion.
Exactly.
What you love to do, man. And venues, they keep closing venues, so I think that's the biggest problem right there.
Right. In one word, and I'm going to ask every guest on this show, that comes on to answer this question. In one word, describe Darren Hudson, man.
A beast.
Absolutely.
A beast.
And
A beast.
For y'all out there, everybody, all the viewers that's watching, I always say, people say, I get asked that question, why do you always ask everybody that? Because I learned a lot from that man, and I think everybody, whether you've been doing it before him or not, you owe that man a lot of respect, and you have to pay homage to, and I pay homage to where homage is due. I learned so much from him. I learned a lot from a whole lot of people. People I used to watch General Lee do his thing back in the day with OCC, and I really, I used to watch him and say, man, this is the way that it's done, because those guys were doing it before me. So I got a big respect for, like I say, once again, people who've been doing it, before, Mr. H.A. was. Do you ever think that Go-Go will ever break mainstream?
I think so.
And then, I'm talking about that Jay-Z money. I'm talking about, where you MTV, a video, maybe every 3 or 4 months. With Go-Go, I think it actually could come a lot sooner than like mainstream artists actually make it, because, getting into like hype wins and a lot of those guys that make videos and stuff, that stuff costs. So you definitely gotta have the bread for that. But as far as like breaking mainstream like that, you think that it can?
I think so. Like I said, I'm doing it. I love it. I love it. Like I said, I would have dreams at night of playing. But the rubber met the road at the right time when we put this band together. Got with a certain amount of guys who we did put it together. Of course, some have come and gone, right? But in my heart, they still members because they helped put it together.
Absolutely. Do you ever regret those boys breaking up?
Yeah, after the day, yes I do.
And do you care to elaborate why? Why did you guys break up? Because you guys were going so strong. It seemed like y'all was on y'all way. And I know all of this from ear hustling to my brother and my sister, Lord rest her soul. That I just always just like, those boys this, those boys that haven't trusted pop, those boys that and the other. So, when different members was in and out and leaving, and I heard all of that, and I took all of that, and it also actually helped me too, realize what I needed to do as I got older, as far as controlling the band and stuff like that.
Well, we had a bunch of different bands. We had the band with Scooby Lee, Hot Dog, Levi, Brother Call. I don't know, people I grew up, like I said, they step off in other patterns or whatever. I guess at the end of the day, the passion wasn't there. The reason why I stopped was it just wasn't fun anymore. Yeah, that's why I had to step away from it. Definitely. And members want to salivate the original members, so and in this area, the talent pool for doing what we do is not that large.
It's not. It's very limited. And I always try to explain that to people. It is very, very limited. It's not as easy as you cross that district line, PG line. You can put your hand on any member that you want.
Exactly.
Whether it be keyboards, whether it be, vocalists, percussion, whatever. You can, take your pick into what musician that you actually want. I also heard, now, please elaborate if there's any truth, that it was going to be those boys reunion.
I've talked about it. It's going to be tough to do. I would love to do it.
Do you know how much money that would generate? I mean, everybody and their mother. I mean, I'm talking about their mother, their grandfathers, man, would come out to that. Those boys.
I never realized how much juice we had or how many people love what you did until I got older and stepped away. But I run into people all the time asking, when the band will get better together? People on Facebook asking me that. It's kind of tough. I got members in Germany. I got members in Utah. I got, it's tough. I would gonna try to do it. I'm gonna just put it out there. Yeah, I'm gonna do it. I don't know if I can get everybody, but I'm gonna try to put it together.
I think that'll be a nice piece. And you should definitely, anything I can do to try to help, assist that, please let me know.
We gonna work on it.
We can come on straight go talk and promote it. You know what I mean? We can go around and promote this thing.
Well, I got a couple members of the old band with me now. Rolo, Paul Johnson.
Yeah. Shout out to Rolo too, man.
Sniffles. Shout out to Rolo, myself.
Keyboards. Shout out to Sniffles, man. So, with all that being said, you wanna plug your information, as far as your Facebook and any kind of contact information on how to get in touch with booking?
Toye Davis. Phone number 443-336-2766. You can call anybody looking the band for any kind of functional affairs.
Plug it. You heard him. 443. I don't even remember what he said, but he plugged it, man. He put his number out, put his information out there. Y'all need this man. I'm telling you, you bad on them LPs, man.
I'm trying. I'm just trying to keep up, man.
It's nothing wrong with that. It's nothing wrong with that. It's good. Like I said, it's good to have you back, man. As I said before, people say, man, you rusty or you just that, and the other. And I know that that's just them throwing them shots at me, man. But it's cool. It's all in good fun because half of those guys, I talk to on a regular basis. So it's all love, and it really makes me feel good. And you don't see this. I didn't see it then, I should say, when I was actually still playing in the band. Everybody said, man, you was a beast, this, that, and the other. And I never looked at myself like that because I hate to be. I always feel like I'm being conceited. I'm stuck on myself like that.
Me too. Because every percussionist out there, I've taken something from or learned something from. Got to Mickey, Heartbeat. That was my mentor. Heartbeat was my mentor, man. He helped me get to the next level. There's so many of them. Like I said, there are no bad percussionists. I will say that, but everybody has their niche. Everybody has their niche. And I'm good at it.
And me myself personally, I used to just, like I say, watch, look what these lead talkers was doing. I used to watch the backup vocals because sometimes, as a lead talker, you find yourself playing a backup role too. It's just in your nature. And it's something about go-go. I can't explain it. That just takes you to a whole different dimension when you're up there.
Exactly.
I used to have frontline members used to be laid back. They would do their job. Whenever I called on them, no problem. They would step up to the plate and they right in line, however I need them, no matter what I call, when I call it was on their job. And they were laid back with it.
Yeah.
Now me, man, you would have thought that I was, gone crazy high on something. You know what I mean? Because I jump up on top of that speaker and they looking at me like, man, you in your zone. Exactly.
You feel you know what you do.
Just be partying, man. I look around the rest of the band members, other than maybe a few percussionists. I'm the only one, sweating, clothes soaking wet. Everybody else dry. But I wouldn't trade it for the world. I don't regret anything that I've ever done, man. Does Amardon got anything coming up, that y'all, any way y'all playing, for the summer?
Actually, we're on 4-4 day. I think that's like the 1st of July.
I'm there. 4-4 day. Yeah.
I haven't heard that much about it, but I heard we on the cards. Okay. So I'll be there. I'll be there first, second.
Absolutely.
Always good to come back to my hometown.
Absolutely. How did you get the call about, what were you doing when you got the call to come, to invite you to come play for Amardon?
Rolo, Ice, Lego. Okay. They got with me, I think it was a Tuesday or Wednesday. What they were trying to put together on the Sexy Bang. I said I'm down with it because I've been wanting to play. Get back out there for a minute, but the rubber just met the road at the right time. Right people. You got it for me.
Do you think that some other spots will open up? Lego was on the show. He said, it's quite a few spots, but we need to get together as people and push forth and try to get, to continue so these bands can play out here. Do you think that, once the whiskey goes, that'll be it? Do we have to cater to more so like going out of town and do shows, or do you really believe that it is quite a few places to play, but I think we just need to get after them. So do you believe that theory as well?
I think there will be some places opening up. I think there will.
Definitely. That's all.
But just got to come at it in the right way. Just present yourself as a business spirit. That's all.
Okay. Now I'm gonna do something new on my show that I normally wouldn't do, because one of them is shots to El Bug, man. El Bug said, man, you want to ask the questions. I know you the host, but when I come on the show, I got some questions for you. So shots to El Bug for giving me this idea. You got any questions for me?
It's just so good to see you after all these years.
Absolutely.
Man. I know what you're doing, my family, man. It's good to see you.
Man. Always a pleasure.
I haven't had the pleasure of actually seeing you perform because I stepped away back then.
Right.
Do you have any CDs, tapes, anything for me?
You know what? I apologize, but I
Oh,
but listen. Got your information, got your contact info. I would gladly, it'd be my honor, man, to get you a CD. Quite a few of them, please. Quite a few.
I would appreciate that.
I'll try to even get you some videos in there too.
Good.
So
I
you
need
can
all of
definitely
that.
see me in action, man. You know,
Man, all of his memories, man.
I used to do my thing, man. You know, I was one of them to be forced. Nah, I'm just stop playing, but you know, what I mean, I did my thing. I had a job to do, and like I said, we got up on stage. I was in a whole different dimension, man, when it came time to fire. But I want to thank you for coming on the show, man.
Appreciate
it, man. Listen, you can find all the clips to Straight Go-Go Talk on my YouTube channel. Once again, I don't have a Facebook, I don't have an Instagram, and I don't have a Twitter. It's strictly YouTube. I do comedy skits, family skits. Check out my vlogs. Me and my wife doing they cutting up, man. That's just what we do. But my YouTube channel is BOOCABEAR, Booka Bear. To my whole team Booka Bear, whole Hall fam, everybody out there watching Straight Go-Go Talk, I thank you guys. Continue to watch. We're going to do much bigger things as the summer progresses. Over Toye. And love you, homeboy. Appreciate you coming on the show.
Can I shout out my bands?
Absolutely. Go ahead, man.
Shout out to Amardon, the Old Doors Boys Crew, Air Raid, and 360. Friday 360.
One other question real quick before you
Go ahead. Do you still keep in touch with Toye? Through Facebook sometimes.
Okay. Well, that's good. As long as you still keep in touch with him. I was actually looking online, looking up, listening to snippets of his music. And I think that's a beautiful piece of what he's doing too, man. And the dude just ventured off. And,
that's my man right there.
Had one of the CDs where he actually put those tracks on it, and I thought that was awesome, man. Breaking into mainstream. So, see y'all in the next Straight Go-Go Talk. It's your boy H-Double. Y'all, man.